Hi and welcome to my channel. I've seen so many beauty tutorials and so many influencers discuss perfume and makeup and body care and hair care, but I've not really seen any videos discussing what's in it. And as someone who has extensive allergies, I have to research every single product before I use it, and even sometimes after I use it, because it is that extensive of a problem for me. So this channel is for entertainment and educational purposes only. These are my views. I am openly dyslexic, so there are times where I'm going to stumble upon some of these chemical formulas that we're going to talk about. And if I did type it in wrong, then obviously the results will change. So these are my views on what this company put in this one product. Please do not harass anyone under any circumstances. That is not what this is meant for. This is meant for informing someone who has massive allergies like myself of whether you may or may not be able to use this product. So in regards to that, I was recently out and about and I decided that I wanted to try this perfume, which is the new Tiffany and Love for her. But before I can do that, because of my massive allergies, I have to look at all of these ingredients, all of them, and I have to figure out exactly what they are. Luckily, I have a wall of diplomas that helps me do this. Sorry, I've been playing with blue stuff. So this is what we're going to talk about. So the first ingredient is distilled water, which is just steam from boiled water that has cooled. So if you're out camping, you want to boil your water before you drink it, that kind of thing. Although I do not recommend drinking this product. Do not recommend that. So distilled water is just different from regular water. It removes 99.9% of minerals dissolved in normal water. Now this product is, I believe, made in France, so that can differ as well. The second main ingredient is ethyl hexyl methoxy cinnamate, which is basically just a clear oil soluble liquid, and it's basically used as a chemical sunscreen, and it only works on UVB light, and it's not very stable. It breaks down really quickly in sunlight. So I'm not entirely sure why it's in there. I think it's just in there, but it's the second ingredient, so it's pretty prominent. The first ingredient just says perfume, and that's very generic. That does not give me much information at all, but it's proprietary, so we'll just go with that. So the third ingredient that's listed is Benzyl Salicylate, and this is just another UV light absorber. It's used as a solvent. This is where the allergies can come in, because according to the EPA, there is strong evidence for human system toxin or allergen. In their 2018 report, the European Chemical Agency says there's limited evidence to support any of those claims. However, the amount you can put in any product, makeup, or anything like that is restricted, and it must be included in the ingredients, and it's limited to very small amounts. So keep that in mind. If you do have an allergy to this, the symptoms are wheezing, headaches, nasal congestion. Your skin can change color slightly. You can get itching, rashing, hives, stomach pain, and face, hands, and feet swelling, interestingly enough, if you are allergic to benzyl salicylate. So keep that in mind. I've had my allergist test for, it got, my printout was an inch and a half thick. I'm pretty much allergic to almost everything. I haven't tried this one yet, so we'll see. I have my EpiPen standing by and my cell phone, so we'll see. So the next ingredient is limonene, and that's basically just the peels of citrus fruits, mainly oranges, and that helps substances penetrate the skin barrier. As opposed to just sitting on top of your skin, it helps it actually go into the skin. So when I put this on, if I don't want it to go into my body, I can just spray it on my clothes. If I want it to actually interact with me, then I can put it directly on my skin, and obviously it will change scent depending on your own personal body chemistry and whatnot. For me, I usually just spray my clothes because it's easier. There's quite a lot of ingredients in these things. Okay, so the next one is benzo phenone number 3, which is found in flowering plants. It's used in sunscreen. It's also another ultralight absorber. A lot of these ingredients are actually either bug repellent or sunscreen effects, which is kind of interesting. So the next one is ethyl hexyl salicylate, which is just a normal organic compound and absorbs UVB rays, but only UVB rays, as opposed to one of the other ingredients. No, the ethyl hexyl methyl cinnamate only does UVB as well. So they really like putting sunscreen components in these. So next we have Hydroxy Citronella, which is basically from citronella oil, which has a lemon and sweet floral odor. Some people can say it smells like melons, or it has citrus tones. It may be an allergen or irritant. The IFRA only allows 0.1 to 3.6% of a product to be made out of this, because it could be an allergy or irritant to other people. So the next ingredient is butyl methoxy dibenzyl methane, and this is to combat UVA rays. So again, a lot of this is pretty much just sunscreen. It can break down in sun very quickly again, and this particular chemical can cause rashes. So if this makes you break out or get rashes in any way, shape, or form, there are so many possibilities for this to happen. The next ingredient is geranol. I feel my organic chemistry professor previously is now rolling over either in their office or grave at this point. It's been a while. This is, again, citronella oil. It's a natural pest control, which I think is really interesting, because normally when I wear perfume, I get bees and mosquitoes like flocking to me. But the ingredients in this one is actually mosquito repellents, pest control. Yeah, so it might not work for the bees, but it might work for mosquitoes. But even then, I would not use it as a mosquito repellent or a sunscreen for that matter. Do not use it, and that is not the way this is meant to be used. So the next ingredient is linalool, which is basically, this is in so many flowers and spice plants, like hundreds. It's in hundreds, and a lot of people do have an allergy to this, but they're not aware of it. My allergist did not test me for this. You have to specifically ask for it, and like I did with my sulfite one. So if you think you're allergic to a lot of perfumes and you don't know why, you need to say, give me a patch test to oxidized terpenes. So that is TERPENES, oxidized terpenes. And they will do a patch test, and if it comes back positive, that's probably why you can't wear perfume or makeup. This is in a lot of perfumes. I need to be tested for that, actually. We'll see. The next one is Citral Citronella, another one, citronella, but this one is actually, can possibly be derived from lemongrass oil. And I am very allergic to lemongrass, but I do not know if this formula was derived from lemongrass oil or if it was derived from the other citronella oil. But either way, they're both mosquito repellents, so that's kind of cool. So next we have benzyl alcohol, which is just an aromatic alcohol, very, very common. We're at the very end of the list here, so these are in minute percentages of the compound. And then we have BHT. Probably they abbreviate because no one wants to write out butylated hydroxytoluene, which is basically just a preservative. So when you open it, you have more of a longer shelf life, as opposed to it kicked the bucket right away. So the last two ingredients we have to talk about are Dnc Violet number 2. This is a synthetic dye, and it's actually made from petroleum and coal tar. So I wasn't aware that I'm spraying petroleum or coal tar on myself. Actually, I haven't opened this yet, so I haven't done it. But that's where we're at with that. And then Dnc Red Dye number 33, same thing, synthetic dye. This can cause what they call acne cosmetica. So if you have an allergic reaction from this, it could also be the red dye instead. Luckily, it's red 33 and not 7, because red number 7 is not allowed near your eyes at all and can cause severe, severe problems. So we're going to give this one a whirl and see what it smells like and go from there. And let's see what this smells like. Sorry, I kind of have a mess going on here. but I was wearing a different perfume, and my husband said that he was not too keen about it. And I was like, what? I've been waiting for like a month. Like, why did you wait so long to tell me? And, oh, this is a beautiful packaging. Like, I do really love that. Like, that is beautiful. Maybe that's why there's violet and red in there. Obviously, they need to make it like their signature color, possibly. If I can get this out of here. Wow, this is really a gorgeous bottle, and I really don't want to drop it. Okay, so let's gonna put this, I'm like lightly doing it on my shirt, because I don't want to directly put it on my skin for my swatch test. Like that I have to be really, really, really careful about. So this was really, really nice. I really like it. I mean, it's gonna diffuse, and depending on what light I go into, it's gonna break down. But it does smell really nice, and I'm not itchy yet, and I'm not sneezing, so that's always a good thing. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. The next product I want to review in my next video, not this one, obviously I don't want these to be super, super long, is this, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Like, I'm so excited for this. I just got this in the mail, and I'm like super excited about it. I got the Pat McGrath Bridgerton palette, and this thing is like absolutely gorgeous. But before I use it, again, I have to go through all the ingredients. The one I tagged right here, it says glass beads. And this kind of makes me wonder, because I need to investigate that more, because I'm very perplexed, because I really don't want to put glass on my eye area. I have used a glitter before, and I did get a piece of it stuck in my eyeball. My eye doctor actually had to numb my eyeball, use tweezers, and pull it out. Which, by the way, I found kind of fascinating, but the intern in the room completely got creeped out by it. So I have been like swatching these and like playing with it. Like, this is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Seriously. Like, I want to put this all over my eyeballs. Not my eyeballs, my eyelids, but before I did swatch test it, and I didn't break out, so that was good. But I do have to go through all the ingredients to make sure it doesn't contain anything that I'm actually allergic to, like almond or pistachio or sulfites, or the list is actually very extensive. So I do want to do some makeup on here, and I do want to do like, what are you actually putting on yourself? I even got a new native deodorant, and I'm interested in going through the ingredients on that to see if it is like what they say it is. And some other products. I have some of the Charlotte Tilbury. I have the powder and the makeup, but I haven't put it on myself yet. I need to go through those ingredients too. And then I have some of the lipsticks from YSL and Pat McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury, and I want to go through the ingredients on those too before I wear them to make sure I don't have to stab myself with an EpiPen. So yeah, that's where we're at. So when I sprayed this on my shirt, I apparently sprayed a very, very tiny amount of coal tar, which is the Violet number 2, and that's how it gets the signature color. But as far as the perfume ingredient, that's under lock and key, and I do not have access to that. So let me know what you think, and have a great day. Bye.